Good day, everybody. Today, our group will discuss the importance of an inclusive approach of historical writing, especially in writing about the history of philosophy. So, each one of us will give our insights in the given inquiry. So, may I call on Rian to present first.
So, first, inclusivity is important in writing philosophy because it tries to acknowledge people's preferences and styles in writing about oneself or other philosophical thoughts, recognizing both Western and Eastern thoughts, for they are parts of the history of philosophy. Moreover, we can widen our perspective in judging because our view is not isolating on one domain and school of thought.
In connection about what Rian said. So for me, as we go back to the history of philosophy, in Western and Eastern, the main principle of Eastern philosophy is first the unity. Perhaps they include the religion. When we look for the ideas, it is the journey of life as it goes toward eternal realities. That is why the inner self must be fed first in accordance with the world around it. However, on other hand, when we look on the Western philosophy, it was based on self-dedication to be of service to others. Therefore, Eastern philosophy has always had a very similar goal to Western philosophy. We need to include we need to include in appreciating and knowing the history of philosophy. They also played a great role in understanding the realities of life and self.
So, in addition with what Angelo said, Western and Eastern thoughts are important in the philosophy world because these two are somehow the foundation of it all. Both of their philosophies are centered in virtues. Eastern philosophy takes more of a spiritual approach, while Western philosophy is more hands-on. Eastern philosophy is also centered in unity, while Western is all about how to apply it to the external world, like in the community and so on. These two are somehow the main source of all philosophy in today's teachings and other things. Thank you.
As to substantiate their importance, we need to include Eastern philosophical tradition and credit their philosophy in knowing and writing the history of philosophy. We can also traverse in the uniqueness approach. Other than that, we can acquaint ourselves with their culture, as their philosophy cannot detach from their religion. In that way, we can terminate the bias on the Eastern philosophy as isolated and unrecognized. Technically, they were distinct to each other, but we can connect their ideas with that their philosophy has a place in academia and in history of philosophy. The connectivity and belongingness will strengthen it. We have their inclusivity and recognizing their thoughts. It therefore needs all of us to accumulate the learning in this different philosophical tradition. Eastern is very unique and substantial. It is worthy of inclusion and appreciation. Thus, our learning in philosophy is wholesome and we can avoid bias and subjectivity. Instead, we become more objective in looking at philosophy. It's because of our rich history and background. So, thank you so much, guys, for your time and participation. Thank you and God bless everybody.